Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedlys. I got a request through email on how does King George feel about Queen Elizabeth handling of the Sussexes. So that's what this is going to be about. And then I'm also going to pull a few cards on Harry because he is really digging his own grave. So here we go. How does King George on the other side feel about how his daughter Lilibet is handling the Sussexes and the situation? How does he feel about it? Please be clear, spirit guides and angels. Please be clear. How does King George feel about this? What would he advise? How does he feel about it? There we go. Got some cards that came out. Okay, the very first card here, it's sideways, so I'm just going to keep it that way, and it is the Queen of Chalice right there. So he feels that she's obviously a loving, nurturing energy. And we have here the Three of Wands. He feels that she is going to create and expand despite the fact that this is going on. And then we have here the Lovers. So he loves her. He loves her, and he thinks she's a very loving energy, and that she's doing a fabulous job. You know, with the three there, she's going to create and expand despite the fact. And that people love her, you know, with the Lovers card, and he loves her. He knows that she's adored. So he's not worried about her. That's what that's saying for starters. I'm going to keep pulling here. And I've got the Four of Swords. So that would be, you know, leave them out in the cold. And we have here the Queen of Pentacles. So that would be very resourceful with the money. And we have here the Eight of Swords. So that would be the action to overcome and restriction. So he wants them, he thinks that they should be completely restricted from the family money, is how I feel about that. And leave them out in the cold. Leave them out in the cold is what he would have to say about that. And I can't agree more. And that seems to be what's happening. We have also the Devil card in reverse. So that basically, with the Devil in reverse, is that's dark thoughts. Not going to change that. So he's got a lot of dark thoughts about this dastardly duo. And we also have here the Five of Coins in reverse. Doesn't think this conflict will ever be resolved. And that is being left out in the cold, basically. You can see he's kind of left out in the cold. So doesn't see this being resolved. And we also have the Chariot. The Chariot is in reverse. So doesn't see this being able to overcome the situation with Harry and Meghan. And we have here, it is an action to try and overcome. And so they need to be quick and fast, dealing with those dark thoughts that they have and the greed that they have, leaving them out in the cold, basically, and don't give them any money. And then we have here Victory in reverse. That's why the Chariot's in reverse. He does not see this ending well whatsoever. And we have here the Princess of Swords, that she is very, intentional leader. She's very intentional with her leadership. And we also have here in her partnerships, she's got solid growth with partnerships. So it doesn't see that there's going to be a problem, and just light the path, know where you're going, head towards it, just use your wisdom, use your knowledge. And we have here the Judgment in reverse, that don't have self-doubt and inner critic. Don't have self-doubt and inner critic. Rely on what I taught you. Rely on your intelligence. Rely on your inner knowing. The things that I taught you, basically, with this partnership. So I think he is sort of trying to oversee her with this Two of Pentacles. He stays around her during this time. And then we have here the Sun. It's been a seated situation. It has been highlighted, and it's been a major focus. I wouldn't call this happiness, but it's been a seated situation. And it doesn't see it, he doesn't see them winning this situation with him, and they need to let him go and just cut him loose. Then we have here the Knight of Chalices, the Knight of Cups. So that's the Just Do It card, and do it with, be very idealistic in your proposals. So take action. Take action in your proposals. And you need to stick with the idealistic values that I taught you. that I taught you. So he wants her to stay with the idealistic values. And we have here, he's very supportive of her, 3 of Cups. And that, you know, you will have, if you stick with the idealistic values and your proposals and just do it with your strong beliefs, you will have the support. And we do have here the Wheel in reverse. So break the cycle. Break the cycle. So that's how he feels about this. Yeah. So it's looking like he's full support. He just wants her to stick with everything that he worked with her on when she was young, which he started when she was very young. As soon as he knew he was going to be king, he started working with her. By the time she was, by the time she was 14 or so, she was doing royal duties. By the time she was 18, he allowed her to take over if he was indisposed and not in the country. So he did trust her quite a bit. Let's get Harry and his digging his own grave here. So does Harry realize he's digging his own grave? 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 We got here the World. So he thinks he's fulfilling harmony, and he's creating harmony, and he thinks that he's going to have success, completion and success. So he does not see that. He is blinded to himself, completely blinded to himself. He is literally digging his own grave. But we do have strength in reverse. But he thinks that he's going to be able to somehow succeed, even though he knows he's kind of a weakened individual. And we also have here the Princess of Pentacles in reverse. So he knows he probably isn't going to get Markle's help. It's looking like he may not want her help because it's in reverse. And then I have here the Dreaming Big card and Wishing card in reverse. So he's not too excited about it, actually. He's really, the excitement's not there. And he knows he's going to take the stability of any foundation of the family and he's going to completely reverse it. And so that is upright. This is being bored. This is being, being kind of wishful, dreaming big. So he's really not dreaming too big. I think he's concerned that it's about the success and the capability, him even being capable, and realizing quite possibly his wife should not participate. And so he's kind of, he realizes he's going to take any stability within the family and just totally reverse it. So that's why he's feeling kind of weak at the knees about it, doesn't really want her to join in. He thinks that he could be successful. He's going to fulfill this because he promised. So he wants to fulfill the promise he made, but he's feeling kind of weak at the knees about it, as he should. We also have here the Star card. So he wants people to pay attention to him. Look at me. Here I am. He thinks it's the right thing to do. And we also have here the 7 of Cups. So that is, he's going to gain some experience writing this book. He thinks that quite possibly this could turn out to be butterflies, sunshine, and rainbows for him, and that people will celebrate him. So he's hoping that people will think it's the right thing to do and that he will be celebrated and that he's gaining experience as a writer. So he's hopeful. Even though he's weak at the knees, he's hopeful. And we have here the Fool. And he knows that's a total new path he's never been down. So he's not really in tune with what's going on. He's really got clouded judgment is what I'm going to say here with all of this I'm seeing here. The guy's just not seeing things clearly. He just isn't. He's using a lot, you guys. That's why his brain is clouded. So we've got here the 3 of Wands in reverse. So he realizes that this expansion possibly may not happen, and that the opportunities may not come because it's in reverse. So the opportunities may not present itself for him after all. So he is a little he's nervous. He's hopeful but nervous. Under the surface, we got the Empress. So that is nurturing, that is birthing something new, and growth. So he's hoping that it's growth between probably her and him, that it makes them closer. He's hoping for a closer relationship with his wife. He is not. And he's being very temperate. He's trying to balance his mood, and he's trying to turn water into wine trying to take what he feels is a bad situation and make it better. And he thinks he's doing the right thing. So he's really got clouded judgment, you guys. He's just not seeing the error of his ways. There's no accountability. There's entitlement. There's no empathy, no remorse. Sounding very like he is becoming quite the narcissist. He is mirroring his wife, and he is looking more and more like her from just simply being around her energy. It is just, he's kind of becoming like her in many respects. And that does happen. The more you hang with them, the more you become like them. You become like the company you keep, and that's basically what's happening to Harry. He is definitely becoming like the company he keeps. So let's find out, how does Markle feel about this? How does Markle feel about this book? How does Markle feel? There we go. She is very supportive, circle of support, naturally. And under the surface, she is not feeling brokenhearted. She doesn't even think it's vengeance. She doesn't feel any sorrow about it. So there's absolutely no empathy, no remorse over what she supports and promotes for him to do, which is blackmail. And then we have here the partnership card, the lovers. But I have it in reverse facing me. So it's actually in reverse. So they're not lovers. She doesn't love him. She doesn't love him. And that's at the center of the deck. She doesn't love him. And under the deck, I have here Princess of Wands. She is the fire starter. She is the one who sparks every idea. She is the one who gets him to do what he does. She tells him to jump, he jumps. So that's really what it is. She's in control. He's not in control. So he is nervous, but he's going to do it. It's looking like he's going to try and do it. He's going to try his best to do it, and feel good about it. Unfortunately, so he's really entitled. He's become a very dark individual. So let's find out. Someone also asked, this is another question. Did the Sussex change the name from Lilibet Diana to Mary Diana, or Diana Mary? Okay, I'm going to ask the Pendulum for this. Did they change the name from Lilibet Diana to Mary Diana? Did they change the name from Lilibet Diana to Mary Diana? Did they change the name to Mary Diana? Okay, so that says maybe. I'm going to try the next name. Did they change the name to Diana Mary? Did they change the name to Diana Mary? Did they change the name to Diana Mary? Oh boy. Yeah, that's it right there. Diana Mary. I'm getting Diana Mary. I'm going to ask it about Lilibet Diana. Did they take off Lilibet Diana? Did they remove Lilibet Diana as her name? Did they remove Lilibet Diana as her name? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So it's looking like her name now is Diana Mary. So they want Diana. Diana Mary is what it's looking like. That's what I'm getting. So you guys can let me know if somebody else got something similar or whatever. So let's get some more cards on George. I'm more interested in George and his opinion of the situation. Let's get some more on George. George and Queen Mary. What did Queen Mary think? What do they think? Well, they think that she's a snake. She's a snake. That new woman in the family is a snake. The snake in the grass. And with the gentleman, with Harry, the snake. They're being snakes, the snake couple. Under the surface, we have here whip. So they're flagellating. He thinks that they should basically punish them. They should be punished. He doesn't think that's not them self-flagellating. He thinks that they should flagellate them and punish them, basically. So they need to be punished. Let's get some more. What else does George think? George and Queen Mary, what do they think of this pair? What do they need? What do they need? Oh, they know they want sudden wealth. They're after the money. What else are they after? What else does Queen Mary and George think of this pair? And that she just wants to be a privileged lady. Privileged lady and sudden wealth. Yes, and they should whip them, punish them, self-flagellate them. And let's get some more cards here. Sorry I bumped you. Let's get some. This one is Dark Mirror. Dark Mirror. What's the darkest thing they think of that woman? Oh, there we go. The child I was meant to be. They know that she felt that she belonged there and that she should have always been born into the family. She has that feeling of entitlement that she belongs there. But she's really just there to be privileged and have the money. And maybe they see it as karma. It's just a karmic thing that, that Harry just has to go through. And they feel fear. They feel fear for the family. And they also fear the acceptance. I don't think they don't want them to, they fear that they're going to allow her back in. They don't want her back in and surrender. So surrender, probably surrendering, punishing them and not hold them accountable. And they think that they should maintain their self-esteem in the face of everything. Maintain your self-esteem, yes. Despite what other people think of you, sometimes their behavior says more about them than it does about the person that's being attacked. And that's really how it is. I mean, usually it says more about the attacker. So here we go. Than the person being attacked. It says a whole hell of a lot more. Here we go. Boom. So that's too many. Not going to take it. Going to keep shuffling. Here we go. Get some wisdom. Wisdom. The wisdom deck. Wisdom deck. Here we go. Ah, the warrior. Fight it. He wants him to fight it. Yeah. Bring out the warrior. And she is. She brought out the warrior, didn't she? She's now fighting it. So he's probably very happy about that. Let's get some more on the warrior. How does he feel that will go? How does Queen Mary and George feel? They feel that it is going to be a hamster wheel. It's going to go round and round and round and round and round. They've been going round and round and round. Burden and oppression. And heart's desires in reverse, not what they want. It's the yes card in reverse if they did not want this situation. And we have here Mercury deceive in reverse. So that is the 9 in reverse, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So that makes it they are not fulfilled. And he does not think that they should give them money. And don't give them the comfort and gain they're looking for. Keep it away from them. And with this 10 of Wands, it is burden and oppression. It's not a heart's desire. Don't keep the door open for them. Keep the door closed for them. Keep it closed. And we have here getting lucky. They're just looking, they think that would be getting lucky. Keep the door closed. It is a burden oppression, so don't allow it. And diamond ring in reverse, emotional bond in reverse. So basically letting them go, letting them go. He thinks they should just let them go. I'm going to calculate these. That comes to, let me get my book. 28 comes to 7 of spades, veil. Veil. So they veil, he thinks she should veil her. I think they should veil how they're going to fight him. Kind of fight dirty a little bit. Got to fight a little bit dirty, veil it. That's how I feel. I don't know why, but I just do. Veil your warrior status and how you're going to fight him. Don't give away your strategy. And 6 comes to 2 of diamonds, diamond ring, emotional bond. So I feel he wants her to just be very secretive about her, how she's going to make her moves. Keep your moves quiet, do your moves, and emotional bond. He is overlooking her. He is watching her. He has an emotional bond, and he doesn't leave her. And that's how I feel. He stays with her. He's constantly surrounding himself around her. And I will ask my pendulum that. Does he constantly come into her aura and surround her with his presence? Does Queen Elizabeth's father constantly come around her and surround her with his presence? Does he surround her with his loving presence? Yes, he does. Is he proud of her? Is he proud of her? How could he not? But is he proud of her? Oh, yes, he is. That was easy. Yep. Does he feel that she will successfully take care of this? Does he feel that she will successfully take care of this? Yes. In her own timing, she will, in her own way. Yep. He thinks that she will succeed. She will do it in her own timing. And now is the time to be the warrior. Keep your secrets. Don't reveal your strategy and be a warrior. So yeah, that's how I see it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Much gratitude and love. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Bye.